in the 70s watching Doctor Who on PBS, watching said, "Oh, hi there." There we go.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, fellow Whovians. We're live. It's almost MegaCon. Who's excited? I'm excited. Anyone else excited? I'm excited if I'm not even going to be there. But the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS will be there. And so will several of our wonderful crew, including the wonderful Jessica Womack, Song Swan Cosplay, boo.
Ah!
And Faith. Hello, Faith.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
What do you think? Should I replace Jody in that countdown with you? It's really tempting.
Hold on, my laptop's sitting on a box, and my cat just crawled in the box, and is now going into the apparently wrapping paper that's in there. That is
Right? Okay, well we'll just do that, even though it's off camera.
Hold on just a second. Come here.
But yes, you should totally.
Yeah.
You should totally.
There we go. There's the cat alert. Ding, ding, ding. Aww.
All right, replace her with Jody.
Replace me, Jody.
It's a cat. They can handle it.
He's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, welcome you two. Melanie will be joining us eventually, but she's having to put in some extra work time because, well, MegaCon.
Con crunch.
Yeah.
Everyone's under con crunch. So again, really thankful that you two are here because con crunch. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing great.
I'm con crunching.
Same.
All of the crunching of con and last minute cosplay tweaks because you finished wearing them and then you stuck them in a box and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna wear it again, and you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to. There's a thing I needed to change on that. Oops.
Yep. Oopsie daisy. There goes the cat in the background. There's Mark Muncie from Erie Travels and Erie, Florida. See y'all there. Hey, Mark. I don't have Mark's booth number. Actually, I just realized I don't have a lot of people's booth numbers that I'm going to be talking about today. That's fine. So, Mark, feel free to put your booth number in the vendor hall in the stuff there.
We'll highlight it.
Yeah, and I do have the some of the Star Wars stuff. The Star Wars booth is a little hard to miss.
Yeah.
They've cut it back by like a third of the size this year, apparently.
Wow.
But then last year, I think they randomly expanded it by
They
about that
did
much.
expand it last year, yeah.
Yes, so it's I think they're just kind of undoing what they did, which is disappointing because it was glorious last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely just fabulous, and I loved it. And
So much room for activities.
Massive.
right,
Yeah.
and just people in general.
Yeah.
Like always, great room. Melanie is almost here, so yay.
Yeah.
But yes, hello. Yep, Jonathan's all the anticipation of waiting for the countdown. I love that countdown. I had fun with that.
Yeah.
Of course, Mark. We got Tasty Cakes. Tom was overwatching Mackenzie Fleur's stream.
Awesome.
Dan, and there's Andrew. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan's got he's got 2 more weeks of vacation. Oh, horrible.
What is that word you're using? Vacate.
I've heard it. I've heard the word. I think it's when you do something or go somewhere and you don't work.
Oh, so it's a joke.
And if
Yeah, that's. I mean, like, I'm heading to. Yeah.
I mean, some people that don't know MegaCon are like, yeah, enjoy your time off. I'm like, oh, buddy.
Oh,
what is
Well, like,
I
years ago, Saturday, they had, and this is when they were restricting, they had 10,000 people, over 10,000 on just Saturday.
Yeah.
I believe parking is already sold out for
Probably.
Saturday, and I think most of the places are sold out Friday too. So if you haven't bought parking, go buy parking.
go buy a bus pass.
Yeah, and I think one of the other things was my brother was like, yeah, but like I parked at the hotel last year. MegaCon's taken the hotel parkings, and they've got about 7 lots. And so there is no parking in that area that's not MegaCon that I know of. There might be that muddy lot, but like that one was always sketchy, and I don't know if it's official. So I don't know if I would hold out hope for that one, but
Who knows? Dan's got one more day of work and then he retires. Woohoo! That's awesome.
amazing.
That really is awesome.
Yeah,
we
thank
make
you.
jokes, Dan, but congratulations.
No, that's wonderful.
It really
Bravo.
is. Mark joining the UK. We get paid for our vacation.
You get paid for your vacation if you're salaried here, but if you're not salaried,
we technically get vacation pay that is either accumulated or paid out depending on how crappy the employer is, but bring cash. Phone lines get jammed up with 100,000 people, so vendors lose signal fast. Yes, if you're going to any convention, especially MegaCon, definitely bring cash. Was it Verizon that was a sponsor the other year? And anyone with Verizon has zero signal.
Yeah.
My Canadian cell phone was fine. I was live streaming from it, but anyone who had Verizon,
it was dead zone the whole time. Oh, and bring a phone charger, a portable phone charger, because your phone battery will conk out so fast within that wall. And taking photos and videos, and you don't realize how much, even if you're not talking to people, just taking photos zaps all of your battery. So like if you have a little portable charger, get creative with your cosplay, find pockets that aren't pockets, if you're female, to hide them, you know.
Yep. Pockets. What's pockets? I know what pockets are, but what's you don't get pockets.
For women get pockets?
No.
Give
you pockets next year. You're going to have the vote.
We can vote sometimes. No.
Okay. Florida hasn't gotten rid of that yet.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we exchanged it because back in the day, women did have pockets when they didn't have the right to vote. So they were like, oh, you want to vote? Okay. No more pockets.
That's reasonable.
I want that Doctor Who episode of like the exchange of voting in pockets.
No more pockets.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, Star Wars area is going to be 80 by 90. Last year was 100 by 100. So yeah, they've cut it back.
Yeah, not horrible, but yeah,
it's still huge. So I think what I'm going to do is let's take a look at some of this cool stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Starting with some Sabbath stuff. Since we're talking Star Wars, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a quick video here from our friends over at Sabbath for Charity. And while that is playing, I am going to, when we come back, Melanie Dean might be with us. Just saying. We're going to pull that up right there. We're going to bump over to that tab, and we're going to hit play.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry, man. I got nothing. Hey, 1 minute.
fancy.
Very fancy. We're gonna have to
Very, very
so
fancy.
gonna have to mute that.
Hello.
Melanie.
I'd say some
How's it
people
going?
look very familiar in that video.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. My skin complexion is completely normal
Now-
human shades.
So, do you pronounce it Marillion or do you pronounce it Mary Allen?
I
heard
am a
it's
Mary
supposed-
Allen. I do Mary Allen.
because that's I've heard it's the latter. And I've always thought it was the former until now it's-
Marillion?
I'm like, yeah.
Ah,
So it's like Mary Allen. And I was like, okay, fine.
he was like,
Fine, I'll learn how to change my vernacular, my speech.
yeah. I mean, but then again, Jakku, like
Yeah.
it's a large galaxy with different accents. Like,
Oh yeah,
There
it's
you
like
go.
I've always thought it was Sabak, but
yeah, I've always heard Sabak too. So maybe it's a Canadian thing to be Sabak.
maybe Sabak. That's just like Sabak.
Did
I
I,
thought
say,
it was
did I know what I
Sabak.
said? I don't know what I said.
Yeah,
Lawful.
I was
I was gonna
I
say
mean,
pasta,
no.
so you know. Mm.
was like-
Lothal and Lothal.
Lothal and
Lothal.
Lothal.
Lothal, yeah, Lothal
Yeah.
or Lothal.
Yeah.
I
Kind of depends on which character in Rebels is saying it too.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
look,
finishing.
Mark,
No, I didn't.
Mark picked up on
Yes, Jonathan
some stuff
Sabak.
there. Yeah.
Yes, no, one of the reasons I'm sad about not going to MegaCon is I wanted to pick up more over at Hyperspace Props.
Oh yeah.
I got this last year, and I was going to pick up another. I just wanted to pick up another deck each time, but like I've been building up my own little, set
your
of cards
credits.
and a cardboard set too. Like I've got
That's amazing.
a whack of these. That's really working in board gaming is I've got access to fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I was, So there's all sorts of fun stuff, and we've got.
Yeah. So yeah, Sabaks for Charity is going to be there. They're raising money this year for Victim Service Center of Central Florida. Tons of fun. If you haven't already, sign up for a tournament. Like even if you've never played Sabak before, like come out, try it out, and any of the money raised will go towards charity because it's in the name, Sabak for Charity. They will be found in the Star Wars Village, and the booth.
CZ503.
Yes.
But again,
Easy.
you're not gonna miss
That
it.
sounds like
It's
a droid.
it's
Easy
giant.
503
It kind of does.
sounds like a droid.
Yeah, it really
Community
does.
zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but CZ sounds cool
Yeah.
as a droid.
I'm
I
see.
know.
CZ.
And of
'Cause
course,
it's
while you're
like
there too.
AZ, yes.
My boy.
AZ.
Yeah.
Oh.
Emily
Yeah,
from
please sign up.
Hyperspace Props has some classes there every day, 11, 1, 3, and 5. There's free play on all day free play on Thursday and Sunday. There'll be some exhibition games on Friday. I don't know, what are the exhibition games? Are these
I think those are like tournament games, I'm guessing. Across from the village,
Yeah.
not in the village.
Oh.
sort of
Oh.
like it was last year, but not quite? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's right
Okay.
near it. So if you found the Star Wars Village, you're right around there. And so just like look across the street.
Exactly. And I don't have a fancy one for this, but I do. You mentioned
no.
there's going to be an Ahsoka cosplay meetup on
Yeah.
Saturday the 3rd at that Sabak for Charity booth. So you can
Yes.
check that out.
We have a good cosplay friend who is working with that and trying to get all of them out, and said there might be a clone battalion coming through, just for funsies, So there might be clones there. So even if you don't have an Ahsoka cosplay, but you have a clone one, or you want to see a bunch of clones, because Melanie and I both know that there are a lot of clone love out there.
Mhm.
Yeah, come on out. That
Clown
one's on
Sims
Saturday,
Unite.
though.
Of course, last year when I was there, I got to make a video with.
I love it.
Oh,
Show
I'm
me
grabbing the other ones. These are from the amazing artist Dragon Whisperer, who will be there.
I love
Nice.
Dragon Whisperer.
They'll be walking. I don't know if they've got a booth, but they'll be. I know they're going to
Yes.
be walking around having stickers and stuff. So
That's adorable.
there's a lot of yes. I was going to do a stamp rally, and we didn't have enough time and to put one together. So it's like, ugh.
Mm.
If you don't know what a
Now
stamp
what?
rally is, it's a thing that a lot of artists will do, and you can basically go up to a lot of artists will have like a card, and it's basically you're collecting stamps. So it'll tell you how many people different booth numbers you need to go visit to get their stamp, and then once you fill them all out, you win a little prize. We didn't have enough this year in time to do a clone one, but next year we'll have a Star Wars clone.
Watch Bad Batch. It's great.
Yes, watch Bad Batch.
And season 3 is gonna come out soon. Yeah. Oh yes, and for the Ahsoka meetup, Mama and Papa Tano will be joining us. And if Mama and Papa Tano are coming, you never know. Like maybe someone else might be. That's not confirmed, but yes.
Very cool.
Little inside scoop.
And that's Jonathan. So he heads up the Sabak for charity. So that's his baby. And he's
in the
absolutely amazing. Yeah. Oh, I played a tournament at the Bow spot. Not a tournament. It was like a free play. It was our own casual tournament. But we just had fun at like the Bow spot that's downtown. And oh my gosh, such a blast. So much fun. So I definitely recommend it.
Does Sabak for charity get together at other events? Or just create their own, because there's some people that might not be able to get away from their booth to go and learn at some point or play.
So yeah, they do. So you can actually find them on Facebook. I know is a big thing. They post all of their events and they do them all around. I know most that I've seen are like, oh my gosh, Cat, stop, Central Florida, and yeah, most that I've seen are Central Florida, but like they branch out a little bit from what I've seen. I'm very new to the mix, but yes, they do tons of events around the community, and even what charity they're raising money for changes. So it's like, if you see a cause that you're really passionate about, like absolutely come out, donate, like be a part of it. It's a wonderful community of people.
Very cool.
It really is. I was so happy. Last year I did Florida Sabak League, who do have a panel as well on the 1st. So there's another opportunity for you to learn. February 1st in room W312A, 7 o'clock on the 1st. So you can learn more from them. And I did a video with them on Sabak. I did 2 videos with them actually. Last year, and you can see those on my YouTube channel. I was just trying to find the part where the video gets bombed by a song swan.
I know. I'm enjoying watching whatever the heck Jessica's doing, and then loving the fact that their little the tag here saying who is reversed.
Yes,
saying that that Jess is like the one over the top right and Faith's the one on the left. I assume that's what you were trying to do, because the blue is the top, and then Faith is pointing to you.
Mm.
In mine, it looks like it's pointing like.
No,
is it on the other
mine.
side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have mirrored it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Whoops.
Okay.
This is on my phone.
Here,
Okay, but I'm like,
watch her attack this while she fixes this.
I'm looking at it right now, and it says the other.
Okay, now this is what we call Sabak. If you look at all 5 cards equals 0. If she had like all 4 ones and the Psylop, that would be what we call a pure full Sabak, and she would win the both pots that are down here as well.
So I left it for a couple of seconds there, so we got more than just Jess, attacking us.
Yay!
Yay!
Now she's self-muted, I think. Nope.
It was absolutely an adorable cameo.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, I did. You can see those. You can see my YouTube right here. But there's 2 parts to that. The second part, I actually went over to Hyperspace Props again and looked at like all of their cool decks and their stuff. And there's some really good B-roll of the Star Wars Village and some of the surrounding booths as well. So there's my promo.
Yay!
But we,
This
and
is-
that Aww.
This is the problem child.
Don't call Faith a problem child.
How dare.
I mean, I am, but you know.
But
Right.
oh no.
But that's what I was struggling with. It's like the child, whenever you're trying to do something, that's when the child who hasn't been messing with you all day,
No.
like,
Yeah.
oh,
Suddenly,
amazing."
mommy.
And I'm like, oh, cool, thank you. So I wasn't in the middle of something right now or anything.
I'm the other problem child.
What it sounds like, Jess, is that you need to take a few breaths.
Yes.
Maybe you need a chance, especially when you get into con mode. You really need to meditate a bit.
Segway time.
Segway.
Nice segue.
That would be great, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, look
Yes,
at that. That person looks a lot like
I'm
someone I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fabulous. What's this all about?
so I'm going to be hosting at least for the 3 mornings, I guess the early mornings, the 10 a.m.s, a Jedi meditation. So a nice mindful meditation. Just to try to, set your mind and body in a good, nice place before you start off the hectic con day, and check in with yourself and do it in a nerdy way, because why meditate if you can't, normally, if you can do it in a nerdy way, like,
In your cosplays.
and yeah,
All the characters.
in your cosplays, like, I want to see every type of cosplay out there trying to meditate like a Jedi, because this is content, people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, bring out someone that's like a very evil character trying to Jedi meditate. I need to see this. But in all actuality, I'm just going to be throwing like a lot of Jedi verbiage in there just for funsies, but really it is going to be a head to toe check-in, and just kind of I guess my goal for this is your focus determines your reality. So find your focus. But yeah, that's going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all at 10 a.m. Which does mean, because we've got some amazing panels for Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, which means I will be zenning out and then running to be maybe a minute or two late to those panels, because this panel ends exactly when that one begins. So I'll run in just in time for the introduction.
And I think that is this one right here. Nope. That's not
Yeah.
that one.
Well, that's one of them.
There it is. The February 1st. I apparently did not put these ones in the proper order. But yes, we've got on the first, we've got, since we're talking ours, we've got 4 of them, one every day. The February 1st one is at 4:45, and that is the only one that is in that afternoon time slot. The rest of the days, yes, Jess has to run.
I will be to this one on time.
Yes, yay.
Yay.
Yay. But yes, this is Doctor Who Deserves a Spinoff. It will be a highly interactive panel, although there'll be no one wandering through the audience this year. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS team explore which characters and stories that should have had more time to have been explored, and for that matter, have their own spinoff. You get to give your take on the topic. Find out from other Whovians who deserves a spinoff. And then on February 2nd,
Friday.
and all of these are in the Find Your Fandom room at West 310A.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who, backwards or forwards. The Doctor lands the TARDIS in front of you and opens the door. You're given the opportunity to take one trip on the TARDIS, but you have a choice. Will you go backwards in time and visit history, or do you go forwards and visit the future? Join the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and fellow Whovians in this highly interactive chat and tell us when you want to go and why.
Ooh,
Great.
good
Hold
fun.
on.
So it'll be kind of fun just chit-chatting a lot of these
Yeah.
ones. It'll be very similar to what we do on the show here.
Yeah. But you
instead of,
can
like,
see your
little
faces,
words-
not just art. You can not just see ours.
And instead of words blurping up with your answers, you actually get to be like, well, actually.
I hope we don't get too many actuallys, but yes.
And there will not be anybody with a microphone forcing you to give your answer. You're
Yeah.
going to be very nice, welcoming, very zen. If
Very
you're
zen.
Feeling good to chit chat. Awesome. If
Let me-
you just want to sit there and be a lurker, we're good with that too.
Yeah, we'll come in right after meditation. So
Yep.
if you want to come to meditation beforehand, and I'll just bring a group up with me, we can all come in and be like, all right, the party has arrived. We're all
I
zen.
want that to happen, and I want you to video it every day.
That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, once you arrive, come to me. We'll zen out in the best Jedi way possible, and then we will storm the castle and then walk into the legend booth being like, we have arrived.
You've got
Yeah.
your marching orders,
I'll have-
literally.
Yes, yeah.
It's a Twitch raid, but in real life.
Yeah, give me a posse. Like, this sounds great.
I love it. I love it. And then, of course, we got on
Saturday.
Saturday. Doctor Who should have stayed? Have you ever watched a character on Doctor Who and thought to yourself, that person would have made a great companion? Sadly, wasn't meant to be. In this highly interactive panel, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS team, that did not text properly. We discussed the ones that got
I
away.
might have submitted these at 2 a.m. while
Yeah.
having the flu.
This is
Oh,
totally
no.
fair. Yeah, join in, do the
Just
thing.
saying.
And then, of course, we've got Sunday. Doctor, who would you like to meet? In this highly interactive panel, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS team asks you, who should the Doctor meet? A scientist, a superstar, an athlete? Which historical figure would make a really great story for the Doctor to team up with? You get to give your take on the topic and find out from other Whovians who should be the Doctor's historical companion.
Yeah, so I wrote all 4 of those like at 2 a.m. So
Yeah.
because I realized, I need to submit these panels. So I told somebody I'd do it, and I went, and forgot.
Meditate around the charge. You know, if this goes
With
well
flu.
this year with the Jedi meditation, I kind of want to do different nerdy meditations. So, like, do an Avatar Last Airbender one where you meditate like the Avatar or meditate like Iroh, and then like maybe do a Doctor Who one. It's like meditate, yeah, like like the silence. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. You won't remember a thing.
I will show up ready for my Zen out as 13 in a heartbeat. Don't even.
So yeah, if this goes well, this might be a gateway for more nerdy fandom meditations. And I would love to do a yoga, like a very low impact, very slow, like just a movement, not a put your head behind your foot behind your head.
As long as you're not holding poses for an hour, we're good. That's the one
Yeah.
thing
I
I've
think
learned
it's only
about
45
yoga.
minutes, so
It's
you're
not
good.
necessarily you trying to get into the pose. It's even you just standing on one foot and they're just holding it for 20 minutes, and you're like,
Tree pose,
my
yeah.
quads want to die.
I love a tree pose.
Yeah.
Do you have to
You
pick up
have-
rocks?
While you're standing on your head. Not in
Oh, no.
this one. We're not practicing the Force. We're connecting with it. But maybe next time, maybe we'll have an advanced class. Yeah, meditate to levitate. So maybe our next class, this is the gateway, and we'll learn slowly the ways to use the Force.
Might see Bob.
Oh, yay!
Yay! Hi, Bob.
Oh, but
and
Alex's photo.
Yeah.
Or is that her? Is that I can't remember if that's her photo op or what.
I
but
think
yeah.
her photo op. I think her photo op is
Photo op.
that early.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
had some early ones,
Bleh.
but it's exciting.
That was one thing I noticed is it's the only
Well,
bad thing is
good.
sometimes there's photo ops and stuff, they don't release that until the last minute. And then you find out, well, I'm in a panel then, so
Mm-hmm.
I
Cyberman
just
yoga.
Cyberman yoga.
Do some yoga.
You just stand there.
I
Just move
think
your arms around.
we're gonna have some real fun fandom stuff. I got a whole year to think of it till next year. So
That's we got
Mhm.
plenty of time for TVCC as well.
yeah.
Excellent. So eventually we'll get to see him.
Yeah. But with our Doctor Who panels, just like Bob was saying, like they're gonna be on their way and they might be a little bit late, but yeah, come late. Like I'm coming late, so
Exactly.
If she is,
you won't be the only one.
And quite
That's
frankly, it's a good chance to be able to just sit down and collect yourself, because MegaCon and any other conventions of that size, there's going to be a lot of punishment on the soles of your feet.
Yes.
Especially
Yeah.
Saturday. If there's somewhere you definitely need to be at a certain time, leave extra early, because I know just walking from one place to the other took.
Mm-hmm.
Just think I-4 traffic.
Yes.
Saturday was awful. Oh my
Saturday
god.
was so bad.
And when they keep putting us in the west, and the community zone is in the far east.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dalek anger management definitely required for Saturday. And of course, we will be. I don't even have our booth number, but we will be with the Dalek
do.
holders.
You do.
Oh.
Good.
I
That
do.
does.
Oh, I didn't know other people didn't. I have it. Stand by.
Standing by.
I know, I'm like,
Get
about
there
to go
stupid
look
early.
at-
Yes. Get
We
everyone.
are going to
Going
be
early.
CZ 301.
Yeah. Great. What was that?
CZ 301.
Speak Canadian for him. CZ301.
Shut up. You're right, but shut up.
Cobra Zebra.
There you go. Cobra Zebra.
301.
Yeah. MegaCon is now just going crazy, sending out, get your pass for MegaCon. Get your tickets for MegaCon.
Like we did.
I just got
We
my
did.
photo op ticket for Tom.
Oh.
Very excited.
Boom. There. See? It's us. Look. You can
That
find
is
it.
where we will be.
And Jess will be there, and
Yeah.
Faith will be there.
Faith will
and
be
a
there.
few of our other friends will be there.
I've got quite a few, and I'm type A. I have a rotating schedule just to make sure that no one misses things.
Yeah, because a lot of people want to do stuff. A big one.
Oh, thank you.
Jonathan,
I will try
are you
to.
going to be at Pensacon at all? Because if you're saying you go all over the place, is there going to be something at Pensacon? Because I will be at Pensacon. I'm not going to be at MegaCon, but I
If
will
he
be at
has to go
Pensacon.
and can't respond, I will find out and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I did just find out somewhere up here that Erie Travels, there we go. Haha! Mark Muncie will be at Pensacon. Yay! We've got to do something. We got to do something, Mark. And at Dragon Con. So that's awesome.
Jody comes back to Dragon Con. I'll freak out. It's like I was so close last year, and then like she canceled last minute, and then like I just have hope she'll come back.
I was really hoping for her for here at MegaCon. I was hoping for more Doctor Who at MegaCon.
I
to be
want-
honest,
yeah,
quite frankly, but
Oh god.
Matt
I can't
has
say I'm
never
disappointed
come here.
because, my God, the lineup they did come with is insane. This is like Celebration Part 2
Yeah.
Yes.
when it comes
exactly.
to how much Star Wars power. But yeah, I was not expecting Tom Hiddleston.
It
Was
no,
absolutely not
no.
expecting him. I was like, wait, what?
They announced Paul Bettany, and then I was just like, okay, I'll meet him. And then Tom was next, and then they literally a line of people just like I have to meet. And then I was
Mhm.
like, at this point, do not have Matt Smith because I can't meet him anymore.
And the second that one would be announced, and you're like, okay, fine, I'll have to get the ticket, and you get it. Once you check out, the next thing that happens is they announce another person. You're like,
Mhm.
ah,
I had to wait. I had to wait a while. I was like, I don't want to wait too long, but
yeah,
it's
because
overwhelming.
otherwise it becomes sold out.
Yeah.
My only consolation to not being at MegaCon is with it being part of Fan Expo. Calgary and Edmonton Expos will often get that as well. Shout out to that. This is why I always wear this, because this is part of the Expo family. And I've got a bunch of friends who are actually working at MegaCon, and I was like, no, I won't see you this year.
We're
I mean,
We're gonna
I'll
miss
see
you
I'll
so
see you in
much.
April in Calgary, but I
Mhm.
won't see you in Orlando.
Yeah.
So hopefully a lot of these same guests I'll get to see soon anyway.
Yeah. I was really hoping that you're going to be able to make it for MegaCon, but absolutely understand when it comes to your schedule.
Honestly, if I could have justified it, like if I had a reason, if I had something to do, somewhere to stay that wasn't going to cost me an arm and a leg, all of that between MegaCon and Pensacon, I would happily come down to Florida for a month.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But yeah, no, I couldn't. I just can't do both because I'm gone for a month as it is.
Yeah.
Pensacon's the beginning. I'm not. Pensacon's the last end of February. I'm not back till the end of March.
Mm-hmm.
I'm living out of my car for a lot of that. So
Yeah, no.
we'll see. I still don't know what I'm doing in between. It will depend a little bit on a friend's health conditions in Orlando. Do I go visit them? Do I come out to St. Pete and just crash in your driveway? You don't even know I'm there until you come outside.
Until I notice there's an extra car. Where did this vehicle come from?
I'm just.
I might even go to New Orleans. Quite frankly, I've got a friend who's working at the hostel there of all places. So it's like, But yeah,
Is there anything going? I wonder if there's anything going on also around the in May in Baltimore, because I have to go there for a different convention. I wonder if I can do anything else there. If there's anybody else I could do a meetup with.
My big thing in Baltimore was going to Joey's only famous not Joey's famous shoot. It was a famous fish place that PETA went all balls to the wall to take out, and he just fought back.
Oh,
Like bought his butcher stand out to the front.
I was thinking pita bread.
No, they've got a house beer that's called PETA's Tears.
Oh.
It is expensive. It's fresh seafood and expensive, but I'm like, I made an extra trip as I was coming up the coast to make sure I stopped there, and just so I could tweet at PETA, say, cool, this is amazing. Thank you. I drove 10,000 kilometers to get to here. Thank you for this amazing recommendation, PETA.
Oh my God, you're terrible.
I am.
I love it, but you're terrible.
I am.
Yeah.
Andrew says, get an old ambulance and convert it into a camper van.
No.
I've actually saw the transit vans that you can kind of convert, and I've even seen the small school bus.
Yeah.
That people have also converted, because I mean a full size school bus would be just crazy gigantic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an RV, I guess, but still, it would be neat to be able to just use that. And
no, Roger, don't. I know it is.
Let me dangle this over you.
Oh my word! Yeah, Gallifrey.
That was legitimately almost happened as well, because I've got the Vancouver Expo that I was asked to go out to the weekend before Pensacon.
when is Kelly?
And it's the weekend before Pensacon.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord!
I
No,
was
that's
really
just
tempted.
a lot of flying. Sorry.
Really tempted to boot her down for Galley 1 and then all the way across
You wanted to drive it?
California. Yes, I'm driving all of this. I'm driving Western Canada, Alberta, to Florida.
No.
Because then I have to go up to Louisville, then up to Michigan, then up to Ontario.
How close are you to the U.S. border?
4 to 6 hours. That's now that depends, as long as there's not a big snowstorm. Because I probably lost an entire day's worth of travel because the roads were closed.
That's not horrible.
No,
I've done that drive minus the 4 hours.
Yeah.
The man is also crossing mountain ranges.
I'm
not fast.
I'm not really crossing.
I
I'm east of the Rockies, so I don't actually have to cross most of them.
And Appalachians are old.
Yeah, they don't really count.
Yeah.
But still, no. Anything over 4 hours.
Last summer, I went ocean to ocean almost twice, but literally ocean to ocean. Prince Edward Island, another time zone east of the U.S. to L.A.
One thing I did that many humans have never done, especially because they couldn't do this, and that was see the sunrise on the Atlantic Ocean in the morning, and that same day, see the sun set on the Pacific. And we did this because we have air travel now.
How much would it cost for me to do all of those flights, though?
I mean,
now
but think of the miles.
Think about the car depreciation.
Oh, I bought this car specifically for these things. But the beginning of my summer last year, I drove out to Origins Game Fair because I was up for an award, an Origins award. It took me 48 real hours,
Road trip.
including getting rear-ended and waiting for the cops outside Chicago to get home. I got home
took
before
you
some
8
people
hours
got on
there.
their planes. People's flights were delayed 48 hours.
No.
And I was
because
home.
then Delta comps you the hotel room. No.
And it cost me
No.
less than half the price. So it's like, it's easier. And this year I actually bought it's technically one of those, the like the back seat kind of hammocky things for dogs.
Yeah.
But it's got a flat bottom that actually extends out over the foot part. So I've got the extra foot of sleeping room in my back seat.
Don't you have get the inflatable kind?
I've usually got too much stuff in the trunk.
Oh, okay.
And inflating it in the back seat is just kind of annoying. So
Okay.
this is easier. So yeah, I got that, and I got a battery back for my CPAP machine, and it'll be so much easier this year.
No.
Las Vegas about 4 hours from Roger, depending on traffic, cheaper gasoline prices along the way. Well, everyone, even we have cheaper gasoline prices than freaking California. Come on. California's bad.
Yeah.
For me, 4 hours is my threshold. I will drive for 4, maybe 5, depends on where I'm going and that kind of thing. And honestly, if the flight is expensive, then I'm not going to do it. But yeah, for me, it's getting the time off of work.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's I can only get the 3 days off of work, traveling has to be the thing.
Yeah. And I'm very lucky in that most, any of the work I can do, most of it, at least, I can do from the road. It's a little hard to review a board game. But yeah, Mark, the last time he did a 36-hour road trip, it was 7 different countries.
Oh, sorry.
It's like, yeah, that's not even...
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah. I will get out of
You
the
do
province
states.
going one direction, but not the other. But we do have some more friends that are doing some fun stuff.
And I was like, and all of this is to say you won't be at MegaCon this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. We're all here. So
But Mark Muncie will.
Mark will.
And somewhere in the starred ones, I have his booth number. But yes, Erie floor. There we go.
Oh,
so you
there
can
it
find him on the
AA.
vendor floor at AA Artist Alley 643.
Oh,
But he's
it's
got
far
a few
from me.
panels as well. So he's got in the horror panels room, West 205A. The Erie Travels podcast will be doing a live recording. Join award-winning authors Mark Muncie and Erica Lance, the hosts of Erie Travels, as they take you on a virtual tour of the lesser-known cryptids of the Sunshine State. You may know the skunk ape, but do you know the squallies or the gnomes of Buck Tower?
Buck Tower Garden is amazing.
I do not.
You could be the gnome at Bach Tower
You could for a month.
for a month. That's where you're staying.
There we go.
There's a rest stop not far.
Oh,
Do you want to live at a rest stop?
yeah. Let's just,
Oh, that's terrible. No,
I'm just good. Moving on. Yeah, that's the third. The day before, on the second, in that same room.
We're time
Friday,
travelers. Nothing's in time
Friday.
order.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to get things in order, but this has been a day.
Friday.
But yes, we can join best-selling author of Erie, Florida books, the Erie, Florida book series, Mark Muncie, as he tells you the best places you can visit for ghost hunts and haunted experiences from the dark side of the Sunshine State.
Whoa.
From Robert the Doll in Key West to the Haunted Panhandle and all the scary haunted houses in between, you will learn the top haunts of Florida.
I'll tell you, that's one hell of a drive. Key West all the way to the Panhandle. Nope.
So what you're saying is that's what I
8
need to
days.
do, just to go to Melanie?
It's 8 days. Dude, that's like 8. Yeah. No, that's no, time will never stop. There's no interstate that does that.
Yeah,
Don't know. Sorry, I'm terrible.
you are.
Hey, look, Erie Travel Tales with Mark Muncie.
Ooh.
Author and
Maybe on the-
folklorist Mark Muncie joins the Phantasmagoria storytellers as they perform sections from his Erie Travel series of books, including a question and answer with the author. Explore and enjoy the tales of cryptids, ghosts, and dark history that could be right in your own backyard.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum,
Also
bum.
Friday at 1 p.m. on
Yes,
Friday.
at 1 p.m. And you know what's really fun? Because that is up in the Phantasmagorias. They have their own little stage area.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Their
where
entire panel room is just them. So
Them.
that way they have seating already done. They have basically a proscenium. They have a stage. It's always just amazingly decked out because you have
almost like they have
lighting
a show.
and yeah,
almost like they do a show.
it's weird,
Almost.
right?
And where down we
Can you tell what I did with most of my last day and a bit?
That was awesome. That was so awesome.
Lots of editing and making of this. But yes, Wicked Little Tales. You can check out for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in West 203. It's just Wicked Little now. Apparently, I accidentally deleted Tales, but
Wicked Little Tales. So
yes, it's Wicked Little Tales.
Little Phantasmagoria.
There you go.
Enter into Phantasmagoria's wickedly delightful and whimsically macabre world. Macabre.
MegaCon.
Yep. I just can't
Wow,
talk.
really?
Okay. With all the haunted performances of fantastical dance, evocative songs, ghostly poetry, tales of terror, circus and danger arts, and much more. Tickets $10 per $25 multi-pass, good for one show per day. Cash only at the door, and I'm just gonna stop with the small talk. My tongue stopped going as fast as my face, and I'm just gonna stop. But yes,
It is not an event that comes with your MegaCon ticket. This is a
but you
paid
do need
additional...
a MegaCon ticket to get to it.
Yes, so you need to have a MegaCon pass that you've already got the ticket that you're inside the convention center, and then if you would like to see a show, it's only $10. And the other part was that there is a multi-pass so that you can have multiple. You know, you're for $25, you can get to see a show. I believe it's a show a day. They're Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They're absolutely exquisite. They're amazing performers. They're usually always in have an area near the community zone, engaging with people here and there. It's honestly one hell of a deal because during the year they'll also have other types of performances. And again, it's a theatrical, it's a Victorian troupe, and if you go see them live, it's going to be in a theater. You're going to have more of that experience, but you're also going to be paying a little bit more. So if you've ever really wanted to see it and you want to have a chance to see them live, highly, highly recommend going to see them during MegaCon.
Yeah,
and if you're a vendor, sometimes I believe they said, I don't know, don't quote me on this, but sometimes they have it so that they'll do a performance specifically for vendors or exhibitors so that we get a chance to be able to see it after expo hours. Don't know if they were able to swing it this year, but if you happen to be one, find out if there is. Because
they have a booth on the floor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm
and
sure
Lady Submarine sometimes wears her stilts and walks around the convention floor too.
Exactly. So, but if you take a look over at their booth, which I'm looking to see if I have, nope, that's just their performance one. Somewhere on the floor, probably usually around the community zone.
It's near the community
they will have
zone.
a booth, and you can buy your tickets there. There we go.
Very large.
Is CZ404.
I would say one thing
Error,
that
not
bring...
found. No, it's 401.
They typically have this large carriage. Think with the big canopy on it, very Victorian, and then they have trunks and stuff like that. So if you see the carriage with the big wooden wheels, and the two spikes, the posts that come out for like it'll be horse drawn, that it's a good landscape or landmark indicator that you found them.
There we go. And we got one more of our friends that we haven't talked about yet. Who could that possibly be, Melanie?
I don't know. Could it be?
I don't know.
My two panels?
Might be your panel.
God, it's me! Yay!
I'm not going to do your announcer. voice.
Yay!
Your
I
announcer voice.
get to announce my own. So I have 2 panels on my own. Well, I'll say on my own, but I have friends coming to help me too. My first panel is on Thursday at 8 p.m. So this is a late night kind of panel, and this one is going to be it's one on the comics track, and we're going to be talking about color theory for creatives. I'm also going to bring one of my friends, Steve Stone, who also is a comics. He's a comics writer. He's an artist. But basically, what we're going to be talking about is color theory and how it is the art of combining colors based on the color wheel, which is an organized illustration of primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Accurately combining colors using the color wheel. We're going to talk also understanding how colors relate to each other, then the critical skills used for artists, designers, marketers, and brand owners. So if you don't necessarily have to be a comics person to want to learn about the color wheel. In this panel, we're going to be discussing the language of color, and it's used to reinforce the story you are trying to tell visually.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Funsies.
So we're going to talk about color. We're going to talk about how warm tones can do things, how blue tones do things. You can
and how
use this
paint
for
with all the colors of the wind.
yes, exactly. Also, and I'll bring out other little. Oh, wasn't there a TV show called Erie, Indiana?
There sure was. It was a fun little show. Not quite YA. It was like a level just above YA kind of thing. I want to say late 90s, early 2000s-ish. I don't know if it went more than 1 season. It didn't go for... But there definitely was. All sorts of multipass jokes.
Yay.
I don't know if you mean the Phantasmagoria show, which, yes, does look awesome, or the MegaCon show, which also looks awesome.
Yes.
And yes, Mark, the Kitchen Killers will be there. Billy was hoping to be here to give us some of their stuff, but nope, that did not work out. But yes, the Kitchen Killers will be there. Again, they're usually in or near the community zone. So I don't have any, unfortunately, of the Kitchen Killers details. Melanie, are you sponsored by Pantone?
No, I am not, but we will be talking about the Pantone book and all the different types of books and my anger towards them and Adobe not syncing up, so you can't pick colors. But hey, we'll talk. So yeah.
Oh, the mavity of it all. Yes.
The mavity.
Yes.
Do you have anything else going on, Melanie?
I do. I actually have a panel on Friday. So it's going to be a workshop, which is going to this one I am stupidly excited about, even though this is more about my work full-time career work rather than my artwork, but they kind of blend together, and that's why you don't see me as much on the show. Anywho, this workshop is going to be called Stained Glass 101. It's going to feature me. It's going to feature another person I work with, the lovely and talented Amber Davidson, who does also product development with me. And another artist, the Glassy Geek, DM Rosner. She's also going to be in Artist Alley. You've probably seen a lot of her work, and it's all stained glass. So we're going to teach Stained Glass 101. Have you ever wanted to work with stained glass, but you just didn't know where to learn? This highly interactive panel features practicing stained glass artists that's going to teach you the basics of the craft and the tools needed to learn this highly rewarding art. From the basic sun catchers to full windows, we'll go over the history of stained glass and how anyone can learn and grow within this mesmerizing medium. Yes, there will be gift prizes and all that kind of fun and giveaways going on. So I'll have to do a little raffle-y thing because I only have 6. But me and a few other people are going to teach people stained glass and the art of stained glass, and that it's different. It's not something that it's an easy entry point. You can't really just go to Walmart and go, hey, I want to learn stained glass.
But you can totally get like your pencil crayons and some neutral oil and paper, and there you go.
Yeah, it's like I'm just going to get my glass cutter and just let's go. And it's
oil up the paper so it's kind of nice and see through, and you got it all colored.
Yep, but no, it's
glass.
So yeah, it's going to be a workshop. So I've got 6 kits I'm bringing. Dawn's bringing some stuff. We're going to have examples of stained glass. But it really is. It's going to be showing just simple foiling techniques and how anybody can learn stained glass, and little by little, just like any other type of art, you keep practicing. You might take to it like a fish in water. Maybe you need a little practice on other parts, but it's a fun hobby. So yeah, stained glass time.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Mackenzie's having a wild time over on Twitch. Yay. I'm going to come. She's singing. Oh my goodness, Mackenzie's singing. I know what I'm doing after this show. So anyways, however, that being said, let's just make sure I didn't miss anybody. We know that the Kitchen Killers will be there, but I don't have their info. We got some meditation in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We got all of the sabak all over the place. Da, 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 da.
Did you hit I don't know if you hit the Florida's the Florida Sabak League's panel.
I mentioned it. I did mention it. So yeah, February 1st, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
7 to 7:45 in West 312A.
Friday.
Another opportunity for you to learn Sabak. They'll explore all that the Florida Sabak League has to offer you, because they do have cantinas all over Florida. Not too many in the north, unfortunately. Sabak Master Ken Primavera will answer your questions. You can win a prize, and they hope to see you at the panel. Ken is, again, who I did that video with, that I showed a little clip of earlier. So you can check that on my YouTube, because, you know, I'm all sorts of self-promotional, because Christian likes it when I'm self-promotional, because, you know, somewhere I have my YouTube link. It's in my thing, but there we go.
Amber's awesome. Sorry.
Yep, that's okay. So yeah, you can check out my page there, and check out those 2 Sabak videos with Ken teaching us how to play, and Jess coming in to be, you know, all Jess like, kind of like a cat. She just kind of comes in like her cat in the background.
Yeah, I really did. I was like, hi. Okay, bye.
The funny thing is, you had, like, just out of the dumb luck, right? Because I mean, if you're tuning in late, the camera looked like this on somebody's hand, and then you get like Jess like right here behind it. It was hilarious.
I should have pawed at it. I should have just been like, hey, what's going on? What's going on with that?
You should have. It would have been fun.
Yeah.
Next time. But yeah, check out those 2 videos. The other one has a lot of hyperspace props stuff, so you can see more cool things that you can pick up at MegaCon.
Mm-hmm.
While you are over on my my page, because, you know, everyone else gets to promote, but I'm not there. Oops, no, don't hit that button. If you join me over on my Twitch or on my YouTube in about little under 90 minutes, possibly a little bit earlier, I'm going to be playing Dominion, the OG deck building card game, in app form. They've come out with a digital edition on Steam, on iOS, on Android, and that gets released later this week. In 2 days, on the 1st. I got an advanced copy of that, so I'm going to be playing that. I'm hopefully going to have a couple of friends joining me. I tried it out a little bit yesterday. Mark Robinson came in and popped in to say hello while I was playing. So if you're there at the beginning, you'll get a little bit more time to. The game is crazy. It really is, because the version I have has all 15 of the expansions to it. So there's all sorts of fun shenanigans that are going to happen. So please join me over on my YouTube or my Twitch. They're both the same, the Rat Hole DOTCA. And we'll do that. Do we have anything else we need to cover today?
2 things. I saw Jessica go. So maybe
I have a little thing.
Do your little thing.
It's for our Legend of the Traveling TARDIS booth. Because I'm organizing that this year. So this year at MegaCon, we're throwing together a little bit of a raffle of our own. So pop out, come and see how you can get a little ticket for that. And then there's an extra way to get a ticket. If you are wearing a cosplay, take a picture with our famous TARDIS and tag us in a post. So that's your additional way. But yeah, there's
Love
some
it.
other fun stuff.
That reminds me, I have a couple things I need
You
to
have another thing.
donate.
So
No,
I'm
no,
gonna-
to the raffle, to the TLTT raffle for MegaCon.
Oh, awesome.
I have a never been opened, still sealed in its original package, Doctor Who San Diego Comic-Con exclusive mug, and it's Jodie's run.
Ooh.
That's a great one.
Dang.
You're like, well, I'm entering.
I'm going.
Well, I know someone that's entering.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's a couple different ways for you to enter. So if you come and say hi to the booth, I'm hoping to have enough to do a small raffle every single day. So that way it gets picked the end of the day because not everyone can go all 4 days.
Mhm.
So if you are coming, don't think that all is lost. I'm not going all 4 days. I'm just there this one day. Still come out, still enter for the raffle, and yeah, come say hi.
Are you are you doing it by that the person has to be present to pick it up?
It will be the day of. So, but I'm
Okay.
going to try to pull the raffle an hour before con closes. So that
Okay.
way, because most people
So
are
we can
trying
get to the
traffic and everything like that.
Those security
So-
people do not mess around.
Yes.
Time to go.
So it will be there. Will the cutoff will be an hour before con, and that's when we're gonna draw it. Try to get in contact with you. And I believe what I was thinking was all except Sunday. You have until noon the next day to pick it up, because sometimes you've already gone home. But if you're responding to the call and you're like, I'm gonna be there at noon tomorrow. Cool. You have until noon, and if not, then you're getting 2 winners on the next day. So if no one picks it up, Sunday we're gonna have 4 prizes. So
on the raffle ticket, make them like put a star on their ticket, like next to their name and stuff, so that way you know whether or not they have a single day or a pass.
oh, good idea.
That way when you pull it, you go, okay, this person is definitely just today. They've got today. That'll help you out.
Great idea.
Yes. And I think the other thing with the cosplay was it's one of those things, because it's if you're subscribed to our YouTube and Facebook, it's how you get 1 entry. But if you are wearing cosplay, once again, take a photo with the TARDIS. So that means you can submit every single day, especially if you're wearing a new cosplay every single day. So that's a way for you to get a new ticket. Couldn't think of that simple word.
Ticket. Well,
I'm
also
like-
it's a great thing, so that way you have a lot of photos, so that when we do our review of MegaCon and the wrap up of MegaCon, there's a lot of photos that you get to
Good
see on
fun
social media.
stuff.
We're gonna be
Might
sharing
see
them.
you. Like, yeah.
And when we have all those videos of you barging in with and bringing the party in every
Yes.
day, every morning, you send those to me, and I'll edit them together so that we can,
It'll be like 2 people, and it won't be as cool as I'm thinking. So it's
do it
fine.
every day just in case it becomes that cool.
Just in case.
If you
Okay, I'll like
don't, that's
message
guaranteed.
Melanie
The
right
day you
before,
don't
like,
is when it's going to be
I'm
everyone's.
coming in. Like, yeah. So it'll
I
be
love
good.
it.
All right, Melanie, you had some stuff.
The first one was kind of in tandem with your parking thing from the beginning of the show, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
please buy believe me, nobody else has ranted and raved about the price of parking, not only last year, but then this year. Anybody that works with Fan Expo knows I did not like $40 each time. And yeah, no me gusta. Believe me, people know. And they will everybody in Fan Expo has said it's OCC saying that the price. That's what the price is. They're trying to get their money now too. Ugh.
There
That
are
being said,
some parking that is less, though.
there is some parking less. So the closer the west lot was $40. North south was $30, and then as you get further and further, it gets cheaper. Whether or not you want to take that money and toss it towards a pedicab, you want to work on your miles, that's fine. If you want to work on putting miles on your feet, you, my friends, are going to be in very, very good company, because this weekend is also the Olympic trials for the marathoners.
Yes, I seen that.
Yeah.
So get your parking, because guess what? Plan early for those roads, because it's going to be busy. The third thing that's also going on in Orlando this weekend is the Pro Bowl. So the skill tests is going to be going on. The Pro Bowl is going to be going on. There's going to be a lot of Pro Bowl and a lot of stuff like that. Now, I know some people can be like, Please, it's the Pro Bowl. Who cares? Some people like going out there and getting autographs. Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to be at MegaCon. But that's more people on the roads, more people doing things. Please, please, please plan your parking and everything. Because if you're thinking of Ubering, there's going to be people going to the Pro Bowl. There's going to be Ubers going to other places.
Yeah.
Please
That iDrive section is going to be so. I think last year people waited 3 to 4 hours on Saturday just to park. Like they were on convention parking, like they were on the property, and it still took 2 to 3 hours.
Just to leave took forever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They do have shuttles, but once again, those shuttles are going to be stuck in that same traffic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a rough one.
It's gonna be a rough one. Go mindful meditate. Go meditate and then take those things because you're gonna be using that daily. And there was another thing. Okay, we already covered parking. I don't remember the other thing.
What was they bringing the? Oops, that was not the button. It was they were going to bring the Traveling TARDIS's little British brother.
If I can, I will. It's right over there, so I'll remember. I'll try to remember. I'm trying to remember. Oh Lord, I don't.
And this looks like it's train into town.
Oh,
the Sunrail Workshop Brightline Universal presentations final. I guess they're making their Brightline is definitely gonna be connecting to Universal. That's
eventually, yeah.
That's cool. Years ahead, yeah. Proposed rail corridor that could serve. That's awesome. Oh, now I remember what it was.
Yeah.
So tidbit. Remember how I said there's a lot of things going on this year for MegaCon? Do you know the dates for next year's MegaCon?
No.
I do.
Are you gonna spill the deets?
It's Super Bowl weekend.
Works for me. As long as the Super Bowl's not in Orlando, I don't care.
Super Bowl Sunday will be the last day of MegaCon.
Ooh, boy.
That doesn't actually help me any, though, not being a football
That doesn't
guy.
help. Now, a lot of people said that's not. I believe it's February 6, 7, 8, 9, or 5, 6.
That is the 4 days of that weekend. So,
okay, so that's going to be MegaCon 2025. Start thinking about your tickets now. If you want to help somebody out when it comes to their booth space, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, I will put a link in on my social media and all that kind of stuff. Because everything exponentially has gone up. Artist Alley booths have now gone up 40% for 2025. Oh, Jesus. Lord knows how much parking is going to be, but it's going to be on Super Bowl weekend. It is absolutely definite, unless for some weird reason it changes. MegaCon 2025 is going to be on Super Bowl weekend.
Goodness.
yeah.
Yep, already selling booths for next year. Mark got the email too. Yesterday they sent out the please rebook for your thing. Hey, instead of this low price of $525, rebook early and you can only pay $475. It's like I paid $415. What happened?
That makes me nervous about how much my rent's gonna go up.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Super Bowl weekend. So start planning accordingly now. Yeah, that was the only other tidbit I think I had was, hey, MegaCon next year. Start planning. I did see in the start area, Louis LeCow, that Lunatics Presents is going to be at AA 11:30.
Yes.
We're going to be neighbors. I'm at 11:25. So I'm the one with the coffee pot. So if you start smelling coffee and going, well, did somebody bring a Keurig here? That's weird. I'm the one that brought the Keurig. And yes, come visit my booth. I'll have cups and everything for coffee.
Very nice.
Excellent. So the other thing, that because I'm not going to be there, Mark's pointing out that Melanie would be safe from the Big Turk/Turkish Delight. No, because I did that with her last year.
Chocolate covered rose freaking soap. That stuff's disgusting.
I did not do it with Jess or Faith though. So it's like next time I see them, I'm gonna have to bring some for that.
Turkish Delight?
So you guys were not involved in this. So did you guys
not the real kind? That's delicious.
Episodes where Mark sent Turkish Delight to Melanie and to Christian. they couldn't stand it. And then I did it in person with him while I was in London. And so all of that footage is there. Somewhere I actually put a compilation video of all this. But there's a Canadian version called Big Turk. So I brought that down and did a live stream at MegaCon of them trying that, and it was hilarious.
See, I've been spoiled. I've had Turkish delight.
And it's delicious. It's light.
It is so good.
I haven't tried it yet. She's gonna give me some.
Yeah. But
Fries Turkish Delight is what Mark sent, and it was
chocolate bar ish.
I've had the UK Turkish Delight, and I was like,
Yeah.
This is not, no.
I did try that. I didn't like it.
It's disgusting.
You have to, if it's not from Turkey. No, I'm kidding. I'm completely joking.
I'm just going to point this out. Nope, they moved. The Brit knows when and where Super Bowl is. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's New Orleans.
That's funny.
But the nice thing about that is it's relatively close, which means you might get a little bit less of a crowd. That crowd may actually try to go instead of hanging around in Florida. So
and one person I know said, hey, if you think about it, the Comic-Con crowd typically wouldn't be the same crowd that's going to go crazy for sports teams or be ravenous sports fans.
There is a small overlap.
But there is a small overlap, and the Super Bowl is that one where if you're not even the biggest football fan, like if you don't have a dedicated team,
you go to the party.
There's the party.
Yeah, and the food, the commercials.
And it's not just about the con goer. It's also about, I'm going to get on my soapbox here. It's also about the people who work in the parking lot, the person who's working at the concession stands, the person who's doing all the other stuff around.
Getting the day off.
Good luck finding off-duty cops that want to be paid, even though they're getting overtime, to work on Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not for the Super Bowl. So, I mean, I'm just, I'm salty. I'm very salty. And I just know that because of this, that means that my team will get to the Super Bowl. And I'm not going to be able to watch it in time. Now, it's the Bucks is not going to happen. I mean, they got their close. Also, KC versus 49ers this year. Oh, I wanted the Lions so badly. Sorry. No, I'm not a fan.
How do you really feel about that? Wait, I think you put your soapbox down. Let me give it back.
Goddamn Detroit Lions.
My thing is always, my team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and has always been the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Whatever team knocks my team out, I want them to go to the Super Bowl and win, because then it makes me feel better because my team got knocked out by a winner. And they no.
That's fair.
Yes, Tom, that's exactly what we mean.
Oh.
But don't worry, it's the CIA has manufactured this whole thing. It's all a big thing. It's not actually real. It's all rigged, but and yeah.
Real football's fantasy football.
Yeah.
Anywho.
It MegaCon's gonna be a blast. Pensacon's gonna be a blast with me and Mark there. I will be there with Mark prefers the puppy ball.
Yes.
Puppy ball's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. Earth Station Who / Earth Station 1 is taking me out to Pensacon, so you can find me there. There's also a kitten bowl. Yeah, we're just gonna do all of the bowls. Someone's got a bowl of fruit upstairs. I should go eat.
Watch commercials.
Yeah, commercials.
That's
It's
also
the orange bowl. That's the bowl of fruit.
Sorry.
So, anyways, but I think we've kind of hit everything for MegaCon, and we keep going wildly off topic as we do.
Sure, it's us.
Let's try and figure out next week's show before MegaCon hits.
Yeah, good luck. We're gonna be dead.
I have a theory.
Something off my list.
I have a theory.
Pick your list.
If I try and pick like a Big Finish audio or something, because everyone's gonna have all this driving time and time sitting in a car waiting to park. Y'all can listen.
You're insane now. Keep going.
I think we should have a I survived
MegaCon. Yeah.
We can, if there's video footage from MegaCon of panels and things.
Like a
Just saying.
I am really bad. You know what? Maybe I'm pretty
I don't think I've ever seen Jessica with a phone in her hand. So
She mugs great for other people's phones.
I mean, sometimes. Sometimes we'll be like doing a panel, and then we'd be like showing each other our lock screens, and
which is like clones. Yeah, I was like, what? Did you see this one clone?
Hi, Mark.
But yeah, no, I will get with my team. And I will try to get them as much video and photo footage as possible because I am horrible at doing and taking that. So
excellent. Dump it into a Google Drive something and send it to me, and I'll see what I can put together for Tuesday. It may not go for Tuesday. I'd like to have something in the can because Is there such a thing as con rehab?
There's
yes, it's called other cons.
There's it's like con depression and then con crud. So you either have con depression, which is like, oh, I got to see all my friends and it was so great, and now I'm kind of like, the post-con blues. Yeah. Or you've got con crud because you came in contact with all of these people who, bless, only showered once in 4 to 5 days and have touched a lot of things and people. So therefore you have some type of illness that is now referred to as con crud.
And I have now changed. I have now added to that list. There's con crud, and there is the common con crud. Common con crud being what you just described, and the new con crud.
Isn't that COVID?
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's not even kidding. So yes, the common con crud is the not COVID, and then there's the COVIDs.
So that's con crud 19.
Concrete 19. There we go. I love it. I like it.
I'm coining it. We're done.
If I have to get it at all, I want the common con crud.
I want common con crud.
Yeah. I don't want con crud at all. Honestly, seriously, all of these events, I masked for all of these events even when I didn't have to. And have not gotten a con crud at all. And I've gone to bigger ones than MegaCon and nothing. No problems. So seriously, if you mask, it works for more than just the COVIDs.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Point. That being said,
carry one with you just for when you're in those cramped spaces and you can't get out of them. Like, it's not saying you have to wear it 24/7, but like, dude, if you're in a space, especially those lines that zigzag.
Yeah. Inside of the booth I wasn't wearing it, but when I went out into the crowd I would often wear it, and I keep mine on just a lanyard.
Yeah.
But that being said, everyone, please be safe. Come see all of us and all of our friends at MegaCon. Go visit me over on my channel in about an hour. And there's Melanie's pointing to her Artist Alley 1125. Because I don't think we actually physically said Melanie Jean at Artist Alley 1125.
I'll have coffee to smell it.
She'll have coffee. Follow your nose. Follow your nose.
I may bring coffee just so it's like, I'm providing, and then take coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring your own K-cup.
There you go. All right. So with that all being said, we will see you all again soon. Tony, take us out.